Today we honor the energy of Aq'ab'al, the Nahual of night. Aq'ab'al represents the mystery that lies behind the visible world. It reminds us that the true foundations of our existence are hidden beyond what our senses can perceive. Everything we normally experience through sight, touch, and thought, including our idea of who we are, is only the surface of reality. Beneath that surface there exists a deeper dimension, a spiritual ground that sustains all forms of life. Behind the visible world there is an invisible consciousness, a universal awareness that quietly supports the entire manifestation of the universe. Human beings often struggle because our senses are limited. We tend to believe that what we see and feel is the whole truth. As a result, we build our lives around appearances and external expectations. From childhood we are told what we should be, how we should behave, and what success should look like. Over time we try to shape our lives according to these ideas because they promise security. But the truth is that nothing in the external world can offer permanent stability. Everything changes. Everything eventually fades or transforms. Because of this, the search for security on the surface of life often leads to disappointment. The wisdom of Aq'ab'al invites us to look deeper. It reminds us that true stability does not come from the outside world, but from reconnecting with our inner spiritual foundation. When we become aware of this deeper base, we realize that our lives are supported by a powerful, invisible force, the same force that sustains all creation. Inside each person there exists a sacred space. Within that space lies the true structure of our being. This inner foundation contains the seeds of our authentic potential. From there, we can build a life that feels meaningful, creative, and aligned with our essence. But how can we rediscover this hidden spiritual foundation? Today, we explore this question through the wisdom of the Mayan Cross associated with Aq'ab'al. Welcome to Mayan Wisdom and Spirituality. Today, we share with you the spiritual guidance of the day through the Mayan Cross, an ancient system of wisdom passed down by the Maya of Mexico. According to this tradition, the return to our spiritual foundation cannot be forced by the ego. In fact, most people live as if they were asleep, moving through life identified only with external events and circumstances. But sooner or later, a moment of awakening arrives. This awakening is initiated by the spirit itself, the deepest essence within us. When the spirit begins to express itself, it invites us to question the way we have been living. It challenges our beliefs, our expectations, and the roles we play within society. Suddenly, the ideas we once believed about ourselves begin to feel incomplete. We start to sense that there is something deeper waiting to emerge. If you are experiencing this process, it is important to understand that the first stage often involves a kind of purification. Old beliefs about who you are begin to dissolve. Emotional patterns and habits that once seemed necessary may start to lose their power. This purification is not a loss. It is a clearing. It creates space for your true essence to appear. Deep within you exists a reservoir of creativity, wisdom, and potential. As you reconnect with this deeper layer of your being, new inspiration begins to flow. This inspiration does not come from social expectations or rigid mental ideas. Instead, it arises naturally from the depth of your spirit. When actions arise from this deeper place, they have the power to transform both your inner world and your outer circumstances. They bring greater harmony, beauty, and richness into your life. The natural world reflects this principle. In nature, everything grows and transforms in a fluid and balanced way. In the same way, when we reconnect with our spiritual roots, our actions begin to express a similar harmony. For today, the message of Aq'ab'al is simple yet powerful. Instead of reacting automatically to the pressures and expectations of the outside world, create moments of silence. Allow yourself to listen inwardly. When answers arise from the deepest part of your being, they carry a different quality. They are alive, creative, and transformative. Rigid mental structures, on the other hand, often keep us trapped in repetitive patterns. But inspiration that comes from the spirit invites movement and evolution. It brings change, yet it is a change that feels natural and joyful. Little by little, the inner treasures that live within you begin to take shape through your actions and your projects. You may also notice that the transformation happening in your life seems guided by an intelligence greater than your ordinary thinking. This wisdom does not come from books or intellectual knowledge. It emerges from a deeper source. It flows through you rather than being controlled by you. And when you allow this process to unfold, your natural gifts and talents begin to reveal themselves. Each person is born with a unique combination of abilities. These gifts are the tools that allow you to become the artisan of your own life. Sometimes we believe we must acquire new powers to succeed, but the truth is that many of the abilities we need are already within us. What we truly need is practice, experience, and the courage to express them. Today offers you an opportunity to do exactly that. Take responsibility for the gifts you can share with the world. Begin to act with sincerity and dedication. Over time, your work will grow and your contributions will begin to stand out within your community. Your actions will benefit others because they arise from a deeper foundation. And through that process, you will bring innovation, inspiration, and hope to the world around you. This is the message of Aq'ab'al, a day that invites us to rediscover the hidden foundations of our lives. May this awareness guide your actions and illuminate your path. Blessings to everyone.